Hello everybody. Types of single gene disorders. Inheritance pattern. We can explore the basic of dominant recessive and X-linked inheritance using example like Huntington disease, dominant, cystic fibrosis recessive, and hemophilia X-linked. Types of mutation. We can delive into missense, nonsense, deletions, insertion, frame shift, mutation, explaining how each affects gene expression and protein function. Specific example, cystic fibrosis. We can discuss the cystic fibrosis gene mutation, its impact on mucus production, and available treatment like modulator, cystic fibrosis modulator, lung transplantation. Sickle cell anemia, we can explore the hemoglobin S mutation, its effect on red blood cells shape and function, and the potential therapies like stem cell transplantation and gene editing. Tay-Sachs disease, we can break down the hexide gene mutation and its impact on lipid metabolism. Genetic mechanisms, gene expression, we can explore how DNA is transcribed into RNA, then translated into protein, highlighting how mutation can disrupt this process. Phenotype development, we can discuss how gene interaction, environmental factor, and the modifier gene contribute to the diverse range of phenotype seen in single gene disorders. Diagnosis and testing. Prenatal screening. We can explore non-invasive and invasive methods like amniocentesis and chorionic villus sampling used to detect genetic abnormalities before birth. Newborn screening. We can discuss how routine blood tests in newborn identify conditions like cystic fibrosis and phenylketonuria for early intervention. Genetic testing for adults, we can break down carrier testing, diagnostic testing, predictive testing, emphasizing the importance of genetic counseling alongside the procedures. Treatment and management. Gene therapy, we can discuss the exciting potential of gene therapy for correcting specific mutation and replacing non-functional gene. Enzyme replacement therapy, we can explore how replacing deficient enzyme like Gaucher disease can alleviate symptoms and improve quality of life. Other supportive therapies, we can talk about medication, surgery, diet, and physical therapy as essential component of managing various single gene disorders. Cystic fibrosis, it's a complex captivating disorder. It's a complex captivating disorder with fascinating story to tell. Captivating disorder with fascinating story to tell. Cystic fibrosis gene and its mutation, unraveling the intricate detail of the faulty cystic fibrosis gene. The cystic fibrosis gene and its mutation, unraveling the intricate detail of the faulty cystic fibrosis gene. The various mutations and their impact on children transport and their impact on chloride transport and mucus production. Cystic fibrosis gene and its mutation, unraveling intricate detail of faulty cystic fibrosis gene. Its various mutation and their impact on chloride transport and mucus production, symptom and clinical manifestation, exploring the varied presentation of cystic fibrosis from lung complication like chronic infection, airway obstruction, digestive system issue, pancreatic insufficiency and malnutrition. Diagnosis and testing, discussing the different methods used to diagnose cystic fibrosis include parenteral screening, newborn screening, sweet test, and genetic testing. Treatment management, demystifying the multi-phased approach to managing cystic fibrosis, including cystic fibrosis modulator, airway clearance technique, pancreatic enzyme replacement, lung transplant, and other supportive therapy. Living with cystic fibrosis, gaining insight into the challenge and triumphs of living with cystic fibrosis include advancement in research, patient advocacy at the growing of cystic fibrosis community, hemoglobin S mutation, unpacking the science behind the faulty B globulin gene variant and its impact on hemoglobin structure, oxygen carrying capacity, and red blood cells shape, pathophysiology symptoms, disfiguring the cascade of event triggered by sickle-shaped red blood cells, including chronic hemolysis, vaso-occlusion, tissue damage, and diverse range of symptoms experienced by the individual. Diagnosis and testing, having different methods used to diagnose SCA, from parenteral screening, newborn screening, to blood test and genetic testing. Treatment management, examining the current landscape of SCA management, including pain management, blood transplantation, hydroxyurea, and other medication, bone marrow transplantation, and the proper implementation of gene therapy and gene editing. Living with SCA, they live into the challenge and triumphs of the navigating life, including the role of patient and advocacy, managing chronic pain, vibrant community. Tay-Sachs disease, a rare inherited condition that may affect babies and young children. It stops the nerve working properly and is usually fatal. It used to be most common in people Ashkenazi Jewish descent, most Jewish people in the UK, but many cases now occur in people from other ethnic backgrounds. Tay-Sachs disease, a abrasive, lethal, neurodegenerative disorder caused by deficiency of enzyme hexosaminidase A, resulting in the accumulation of GM2 gangliosides. Based on presentation age, the disease is classified into infantile, juvenile, and adult form. Symptoms start to show up at about 3 to 6 months of age. As the disease progresses, development slow, muscle begin to weaken over time. This leads to seizure, vision and hearing loss, paralysis, and other major issues. Children with this form of Tay-Sachs disease typically live only a few days. Infantile form, in the most common and severe form called the infantile form, an infant typically begin showing single and symptoms by about 3 to 6 months of age. Survival is usually only a few years. Signs and symptoms can include exaggerated start response when the heavy hear loud noise, cherry red spot in the eye, loss of motor skills, muscle weakness, movement problems, seizure, vision loss and blindness, hearing loss and deafness, problem swallowing, loss of mental function, and lack of response to surrounding, growth in head size. Juvenile form of Tay-Sachs disease is less common. Signs and symptoms vary in severity. At the beginning of childhood, survival is typically into the teen years. Signs and symptoms can include behavior problem, gradual loss of skills, frequent respiratory infections, loss of vision and speech, decline in mental function, and responsiveness seizures. Last, adult form, this is a rare and less severe form with single and the symptoms beginning in late childhood to adulthood. Severity of the symptom varies greatly, and this form doesn't always impact life expectancy. Signs and symptoms progress slowly and can include muscle weakness, clumsiness and loss of coordination, tremor and muscle spasm, loss of the ability to walk, problems speaking and swallowing, psychiatric disorder, sometimes loss of mental function.